Boom. I see no desktop audio showing up, which concerns me.
Well, you have the mouse and the keyboard.
If only there was something I could do about that, Rich. Properties.
Samsung.
Boom. There we go. Turn it down a little bit. We want to make sure we're slightly louder than the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should, by all accounts, be streaming right this very moment.
Laptop.
Laptop.
Oh, there it is. Do we have a cord for the laptop?
Is the Twatcher on?
No. You said you had to update the Twatcher.
Nope. We updated Chatty.
Oh!
The Twatcher is not running. Pause momentarily. You don't like change? Too bad. You get change.
Oh, did you start?
I did.
Oh my God.
We're streaming right now.
That's amazing.
Isn't it? Hold on. We're going to start the Twatcher because it is currently not started. Yes, run. No, don't always ask before running this. And... insert. They have replaced. Yes, we have. We've replaced many things. And... Connected. We're connected. Domo Aragami Mr Roboto. Great. And now we are good to go.
What's up with the room change? That's a great question.
Wait, where's the remote?
It should be right in there.
So many things are different. Hey, everybody. What's up with the room change?
Well, in the old room,
Yeah.
I had organized all of our cords so that it was neat and clean and orderly, and I had them all. I had them all in these plastic strips going under the couch, and everything was measured out and bundled. And then the second we had to move something, it had to go, and everything got rearranged.
By the way, not just your cords; the entire room had to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Not only do we stream from this location, these microphones, the Zoom, this is where you guys do.
Mic is too hot. What's different?
Who's hot?
My mic.
Your mic? Your mic is too hot?
When is it ever not too loud for me?
Right? You're always. I'll turn it down.
I moved it away from my face, so.
Also, I'm now chilly, so I'm gonna put on my thing. Getting a little chilly.
All right, they're shooting energy at each other. Oh, that's great.
Great. Okay, so not only do we stream from this location, this is where you guys do your audio commentary tracks for movies and such.
For the old room.
Huh?
Yeah, the old room.
Well, here,
now
these
here.
microphones. You watch it on this TV.
Nothing like that has ever been filmed at the setup before.
No, because this is brand new.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to explain why we're in a new room. I'm trying to explain why we're in a new room.
You can explain nothing, Jack.
Okay.
Nothing.
And so they wanted to also make it easier for them to do audio commentary tracks and not have everything move around. So we got a new space. I like it.
Yeah, it's roomy.
I much prefer this background. This is an interesting background.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great room. We got plenty of space in here. Everything's great. What is today's date? The 23rd. Okay, great. I think it's great, and we're happy to be here. It feels great in here. It's super comfy. So they kicked us out. But they kicked it... Basically, they kicked us out of our room, but they gave us, like, the nicer room. And so I don't know if I should... At first, I was a little like, I guess we can change. It's not a big deal. But now, I'm just worried that they're going to realize we have the better room. Okay, hold on. We're going to connect here. Get it going. TC Brady 133 says, is the background replacing my AIDS medicine? How you fuckos have a great week. Fuck my cock. Great. Right, that's it, Electric Monk. They kicked us in. They didn't kick us out. They kicked us into the room. They won't realize it because they don't watch Prereq. Aww, I think Jay shows up sometimes. Ooh, Shadow Leap. Just this guy says, I feel about ninjas how Rich feels about vampires. Rich, how do you feel about ninjas?
Oh, I like ninjas.
Yeah?
Yeah, ninjas are fun. Well, I'm not a ninja. I'm a vengeful spirit.
You're a spirit. Oh. I know, like, historically, or, like, in movies and such, ninjas are portrayed, very similar to this, wearing, black garments, and ninjas look like ninjas look. And I know historically they obviously did not dress like that. They were dressed like normal people to be incognito. Is there any game where you need to, like, dress like the local population to blend in? Hitman?
Hitman.
Okay. I've never really got into the Hitman games.
I told the story before. I played the first one. I liked it.
Yeah.
Except I couldn't really play it because my computer wasn't really great at the time. And it took literally a half an hour every time I died to reload the level.
Oh, because your computer wasn't so great.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't this the free space?
Wait. Aim, hold the right... Okay.
Historically, they didn't exist at all. Well, no, they were just like assassins, right?
Who, ninjas?
Ninjas.
Yeah. They don't exist like we really know them.
Right. They're not like super-powered karate people. I understand that. I couldn't get into Hitman because I looked like the character. Well, when Hitman first came out, I was just balding. I wasn't fully bald. And yeah, I couldn't deal with my own future. I couldn't deal with it. But yeah, I like the idea of like having to scan out an area and like figure out how to blend in. Like, ooh, how can I sneak in? Like if you have to.
You might enjoy Hitman.
Yeah?
Yeah.
First Hitman?
Why don't we play it?
We could play it.
Won't be next stream.
Won't be next stream. We have a plan for the next stream.
Ish.
We have a vague idea of a plan. This is not Okami. This is...
Oh, come on.
Arami. What's it called again?
Aragami.
Aragami. The cover of it looks a lot like Okami.
Technically, Jack has played Thief. We've hit a snag. We're not doing an episode because, Jack, you want to explain what's going on with you and Thief?
You guys are all... So the backstory, for those who don't know, is Rich wanted to replay Thief.
I want to do a retrospective episode on it.
And that's a fine example to replay Thief. We'll do a whole... Let's look back at this classic game episode.
Yeah.
So I got Thief off... Thief 1 and Thief 2 off of GOG. And started playing it. Obviously not fast enough for Rich because he was insisting that I played it. And I got terribly, terribly motion sick. And I looked into it, and apparently sometimes with older games, whether it's the frame rate, whether it's something, for some reason, in older first-person shooters, some people experience heavy motion sickness, and I am one of those people. And I've tried multiple times, like during daytime, during nighttime. There's no real like field of view slider in Thief, and I think that might be the problem. Is maybe the field of view is too narrow or too wide or wherever it is.
Have you tried messing with the settings? There might be a way to change the field of view.
I thought I looked. I didn't
Not in the settings. I mean, in the INI file. This is some PC Master Race shit.
See, I don't know.
Sometimes you can adjust things that aren't in an options menu because you go to the file where they store this information, and you just change the variables manually.
Oh, jeez, maybe.
So do a search, Thief, FOV, and like change or INI file or something.
This is not something I've ever heard of, by the way.
Okay.
Older FPS games have bobbing that always makes me want to puke.
Or how do I crouch?
It's not an excuse. I want to play it. I know Rich loves it. I don't want to love it. I want to play it because it could be an interesting episode. Rich is an old school diehard Thief fan, and I am brand new to the series. That kind of perspective could make for a really good conversation. So I want to play it. I used to have a problem with motion sickness and first-person shooters, and I got over that, but obviously Thief isn't a first-person shooter. It's just first-person. But have I considered drinking heavily? I really don't think that would help. I'll be honest with you. T-Fix does add an FOD. Oh, okay. So what's T-Fix?
Fan-made program kind of updates Thief a bit. Makes
Okay.
it run better on modern systems.
Sure.
So do you want to give it another whack?
I will look into this T-Fix. I tried to play it just au naturel, not with no mods or anything. But perhaps I need this T-Fix mod, which adds a field of view slider.
Yeah.
I think I'm used to a wider field of view, and I believe it's very narrow. I think that's my problem. I've played Mirror's Edge, and I was able to play it fine. I played it on stream and played it fine with no real motion sickness problems.
This isn't bad. This isn't bad.
Yeah. They're saying, you know, if you wanted to, like faster shadow jumps, playing with mouse and keyboard might be a better option, but
I don't want to fuck with the bindings right now. Yeah. Normally I'd be all over that shit.
Yeah.
And if I keep playing this when I get home, yes. But for now,
it's working.
For now, I'm gonna deal with this.
Yeah, it's working. I've heard I can get those like C-bands things, or just take like seasickness pills, but I don't want to like take pills to enjoy.
That seems extreme just to play a game.
So really, I just think I need to mess with the FOV settings, and if I can do that in the INI file or with T-Fix, then we can still do the episode, which I would like to do. How's your replay through of Thief going? Or are you done already?
No, I'm not. Wait, I had to play Gears.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We're done with Gears now?
I stopped everything for that.
You have no more obligations.
It altered my life in unspeakable ways.
Let's see here. Future famous person says, at what length does facial hair stop scratching your lady's face? I have a date on Friday, but don't want to shave.
I never measured before.
Listen, at any length, it's going to scratch.
Sometimes ladies like the beard.
Sometimes ladies like the beard. Do you have, here's the question.
Despite the itchiness, Karen likes like the 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I know she isn't fond of the itchiness, but just visually, she likes the 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you can go on top. Look. What happens if we do that?
Hold on.
Oh, there you go. And you know what? A lot of it is ladies' preference. My wife does not like any.
See, that would be a bad idea, I think.
Killing one?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Uh-oh. You're getting viewed, I think. Nice. Oh.
What?
Not fast enough.
Well, now what?
Well,
we're just dead. All right. Telling me to get up there, Jack. I blame you. I would never have done that. It seemed...
well, you know what? I didn't see that other arrow. I saw the arrow and thought that it was still part of the tutorial where it's like, you can come up here. Come up here now. I didn't know you were just in an arena. Jack is completely hairless. In my entire body. Shaving takes approximately 3 hours. And I have to do it every other day. But it's worth it, you know. It's worth it. Why are they in the storage room? Because we moved rooms. We're in a very lovely room. We have a new space here at the studio, and it's great. It's a great space.
Damn it. Trying to teleport down there.
Why does Aragami's Steam page say that I need an i5 processor and a GTX 680 to run it, but when I Google it, I find out my shitty i3 and NVIDIA 820 are enough?
They're trying to cover their bases. They don't want returns because the performance isn't great.
Yeah. Are you looking under minimal settings or recommended settings on the Steam page? Listen, and by the way, I've had some encouraging tweets. You know, I do apologize for Wednesday's stream. Obviously, it got a little out of hand because I got a little obsessed.
Shit.
Can you like warp past people?
I don't. Nope. Nope.
Nope. If you're below official minimum, it's your own risk. Yeah, I think that's fair.
What happens? Nope.
Definitely not.
Wondered if maybe I can get some like double kill if they were stunned enough watching somebody die, like, right in front of them like that. It was an attempt. How could I? Is there a way to distract guards? So that would be nice.
That would be nice. Check under the controls. Yeah, Wednesday got a little nuts. I have had some encouraging tweets of people just saying, "Listen, we get it. We're gamers. We've all been in that situation before."
What, the motion sick?
Not motion sick. About Wednesday, about streaming the same level of Mr. President.
Oh,
over
yeah.
and over and over again. But you know, Rich and I aren't just gamers. We're also
crackpots.
We're also whack jobs. No, we're also entertainers. We're here to entertain you while we play games.
Well, great.
And we weren't doing our job as entertainers. I wasn't. I'm not going to blame Rich. I'm not throwing Rich under the bus with me here. But
do I have to kill everybody, or do I just have to
too
get
much newbie
through?
saying you don't have to kill everybody.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh, great.
I thought it was like, here's the arena, kill all the guys.
Oh.
Apparently it wasn't. So
there was a little achievement you could have gotten if you wouldn't have killed anyone.
Really?
Yeah.
So much for vengeful spirit.
Are you a vengeful spirit?
Yes.
Is that what the lady told you?
Yes, that's what the lady told me.
Did she say you have to kill everyone?
She just said I'm a vengeful spirit.
Oh. Well, that could mean a lot of things.
She wants revenge for the village or something. I don't know.
Well, how do you get revenge? I had so much faith in your last stream. My mouse was hovering over the clip button for when you made it. No, I did not. I did not make a. I was. What I was hoping is we would end the night with a victory.
Didn't happen. Wasn't going to happen.
It didn't happen, and I couldn't. I was so upset with myself. I didn't want to. I don't think there was a comedy clip we could have made out of that hour and a half.
Yeah.
Besides just it playing at 20 times speed.
I don't know what to do when we put that up on YouTube. I don't know what to do.
Just make it its own separate thing.
Speed it up?
No, just like put that in the description. Be warned, this is an hour and a half of the same level over and over and over again.
No.
Do I think the Supergirl Superman is the best live-action Superman? Or is Snyder's Superman just terrible?
Does it top Christopher Reeve?
Well, you know, there's some bad Christopher Reeves because of the later movies. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna say he is a perfectly cast Superman, And Christopher Reeves is just so iconic at this point, right?
Yeah.
But this guy does a really good job. I would say he's on par with Christopher Reeves, if not better, because of Supergirl, like the play he gets off of Supergirl. And I mean, he has like 15 minutes of screen time, and he's great. Superman in the Supergirl is the Superman we need.
All right, I can see where mouse aiming would come in handy.
Okay, do you want to switch over? It's right
There's
there.
a lot of fucking around with bindings.
Yeah, fuck around with bindings. I'll talk about Superman and Supergirl for a
I
while.
don't have my nice mouse with the extra buttons. Blah, 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 blah.
Do we need to order a mouse?
Yeah, actually, I would love that.
Yeah?
I would love that.
What mouse do you want to get?
I will. Well, we'll shop later.
We'll shop later.
This is not the time.
Okay.
This is not the time.
I talked about this before. Superman and Supergirl Superman is in 2 episodes of the new Supergirl, and he doesn't get a ton of screen time, but he is happy. He's super strong. He does all the Superman things, including being a genuinely good guy. Like there's a moment where he and Supergirl run into some like United States military soldiers, and he stops and like shakes hands with the soldiers and hey, you're doing a great job. Thanks for protecting our country. Like he's fucking Superman, you know? One of the big action sequences in Supergirl, the evil villain is trying to assassinate someone, and Superman and Supergirl show up, and instead of trying to hurt Superman and Supergirl, he goes, I also have drones planted throughout the city. You have to choose whether you want to rescue the person I'm trying to assassinate or let all these people die. Like, that's smart. That's how you defeat Superman. you put people in danger, and that was their challenge. It wasn't them getting hurt. It was them being able to protect other people. It was perfect. He had his big thing is he had an issue with this one guy because when they met years ago, this one guy wanted to hold on to kryptonite just in case Superman or any other Kryptonians showed up and he could use it to defend the Earth. And Superman was really pissed at him for that because obviously it hurt Superman. But
yeah,
no, he was Superman.
The other guy was totally right.
The other guy's totally right, of course. But this Superman is a great Superman. I'm super happy with the show now that it's on CW. It's maintained its upbeat tone. Its storyline, episode by episode, is a little bit stronger. I'm super happy with Supergirl at the moment. Oh, you can make Shadow. Oh,
they don't last long enough.
Nope. He's super happy. He is. He's great. It's fun. It's a fun watch if you enjoy the Superman stuff. So, oh yeah, we'll get into that. Like that, Flash hasn't been as terrible as I thought it was going to be. Now that they've done the Flashpoint change the timeline thing. Hasn't been terrible. I mean, it's still fun. It's the same actors. It's all fun. Arrow is still Arrow. Still crazy. What about Flockhart dropping out? You know, that was going to be the downside. Is now that they're on CW, they just won't have the budget that they had before, and that means they can't afford Callista Flockhart anymore. I'm sure she's still going to show up every once in a while.
Wait, what's the deal with Callista Flockhart? She was
on Supergirl.
Oh,
she's on Supergirl, and
did it used to be on a major network? Supergirl?
It used to be on CBS.
Oh,
and Callista Flockhart was the boss lady. She was Supergirl's boss, and she has been replaced by Angry Man Boss.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, it's fine. And she said she hasn't left the show permanently. Like she will come back every so often, but Flockhart said she was going to stick with the show despite production moving from LA to Toronto. Oh, that's another reason is the show is now in Toronto. That's going to mean you don't get Calista Flockhart as often. She's still going to come back. She's still going to be in the show. It's super fun. Angry Man Boss. Yes. A well-known low-level character actor is Angry Man Boss.
So now what?
Now what? J. Jonah. Yes, he's basically J. Jonah Jameson. He is the angry reporter man. Now Kara Danvers wants to be a reporter for some reason. It's never been alluded to that she's ever wanted to be a reporter before, but now she really wants to be a reporter. And so her new boss is Angry Man Reporter, weathered, who doesn't trust this new girl and her peppy optimism. She can't be a real reporter. Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fucking great. I love it. It's kind of funny that Jack didn't like Game of Thrones but liked Supergirl and The Flash. Is it funny because they're completely fucking different shows? Rich, what are you doing?
Getting past.
Oh, okay. I found Game of Thrones to be a little confusing, and it didn't have a main character who I could get behind. Flash and Supergirl are simple shows, significantly simpler than Game of Thrones, but I understand what's going on in every episode. So that's a big plus for me. I don't need to, read character biographies and synopses just to understand what's happening. Simple Jack. Exactly. Jack likes things simple. Let's see here.
Damn it!
Flirking Dermot. Where are we? Guys just got... Oh, Gobbledygook says, hey guys, I just got back from Reno and won big putting some money on the Cubbies. Do you ever gamble on sports ball?
No.
Also, please tell Tiberius Kirk sorry about the Dodgers. Ha ha ha.
Well, whoa. That worked.
That worked. You're not a Cubs fan, right?
No.
Great. Future famous person says, at what length of... Oh, we already read that one. Sean _ says, I have some problems with motion sickness with old games and some new games. Some of the games you guys have played on stream made me hide your tab and just listen. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Still an issue.
Here's my prediction.
What?
Cubs.
Cubs.
They go up 2-0 in the World Series.
Okay.
And lose 4 straight.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's my prediction.
You heard it here first, folks.
They're going to go up 2 games and they're going to drop 4.
Great. I saw that comment. And let me tell you a story about Drunk Jack. I think we talked about this earlier.
Oh, God. Ugh. Jeez.
Where was that? I saw someone say a comment about that we've had a year free of Drunk Jack, and Drunk Jack is the best Jack.
All right. Doesn't want to work.
Yep.
That's fine. I can't make it work.
Just wait till the next Best of the Worst comes out, and you'll see plenty of Drunk Jack. I think I've explained already that I was told that I wasn't going to be on the last episode of Best of the Worst, and so I started drinking because I'm just watching movies with my friends. I'll get in some some good shots when we watch the movies, and then I'll just hang back. So I'll have some drinks because I usually don't like to drink when we're shooting, because I'm super professional and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get to the actual discussion, and Mike says, "Jack, you're doing it." And so then I decided that the bit was going to be that I'm drunk. That's the bit now. I'm going to be so drunk. And according to Jay, who's editing the episode, you can see me slowly tilt through the timeline. I just slowly tilt over because, that's what happens. I'm really looking forward to that episode, though. Drunk Jack is best, Jack. I'm having a couple drinks tonight. Mostly I'm having an energy drink. Then I got a beer waiting for me. I am super professional on Best of the Worst. Like when the show first started, I'd have a drink here or there, and then I think I did one episode where I had a couple drinks, and I didn't feel like it was a good episode for me.
Mm-hmm.
So then in general, I just try to maybe have one during the discussion, not drink too much during the movie so I remember it. And I try to stay clear-headed, but not this episode. I went full tilt.
Steve Dillon is dead. Steve Dillon, who drew Preacher.
Yes. Did you hear about this?
No. What happened?
I don't think it was anything malicious. He passed away.
How old was he?
Was young. I will look it up. Steve Dillon. Hold on.
Oh, that's sad. I like this art, man.
Steve Dillon. He worked on Preacher and Punisher. Oh, he did Judge Dredd.
He did a lot of things.
Let's see here. What were causes? Oh crap, out of juice. How about a laptop? Oh, this is going to be important. Power for the laptop. It's in our big box of cords. Okay. Someone in the stream? Unknown causes. Yeah, listen, it's most likely drugs. Wake up. Wake up.
I like to be able to hide bodies.
Maybe that's a skill you obtain later. I don't know how it works. Drugs or cancer. Yes, most likely is drugs or cancer. There we go. All right, and we're back.
Oh, come on. I was in the shadows. All right.
Yeah, no mention of any official reason. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Anonymous wants to know what you thought of the Logan trailer.
That was great. I don't care about Wolverine or the X-Men at all, and I want to watch the movie. So
there you go.
It's an effective trailer.
And I am an X-Men fan. I have a little bit of Wolverine fatigue, just because he is at the center of most of the X-Men movies. And
why isn't Rich playing Dishonored? Because I don't play what you fuckers tell me to play, and insist and insist and insist.
We're trying something new. We're seeing if it's a nice game.
I wanted to just play Thief, and Jack wanted to do a fucking Gears of War 4 review.
Yeah.
So that derailed my plans.
You get your plans now. I derailed you for a week. Now you play all the Thief you want.
All right.
You can play more than one game at a time, too. You know, go back and forth. But yeah, it looks neat. I like old man Professor X. X-23 is getting a shot, which is nice. I wonder if they're going to continue with her origin story. X-23 is a clone of Wolverine.
I'm familiar with the character. That's all I know, though.
Oh, okay.
So I guess I'm not that familiar with the character.
Oh, okay. So we'll see what her story's all about, but this seems to be a passing of the torch movie, which would be nice, because I know Hugh Jackman doesn't want to do them anymore after this. And it has Wolverine putting his claws into somebody's fucking skull. Exactly. What else could you ask for? The answer is nothing.
Nope.
Oh no, they can't do the foot claws. That would look terrible on screen.
Does X-23 have foot claws?
Yeah, that's why she only has 2 hand claws. Is they surgically removed one of her claws from her hands and inserted it into her feet.
All right. Is there a wacky X-Men movie? They can do whatever the fuck they want.
It'd probably be weird. It'd probably be hard to shoot something like that and have it not look goofy. So my guess is they will forego the foot claws. Foot claw, yeah. So X-20, and I don't know if it was confirmed in the trailer. I guess I'm just assuming that the girl is X-23, who is a female clone.
That's a lot of presuming.
Huh? That is a lot of presuming. I guess I don't know why I presumed that. I just assumed she was. X-23 is the female clone of Wolverine, and they had to use a female because something about not being able to replicate his DNA sequence perfectly. I forget. Some dumb comic book shit or whatever. Because they wanted to draw girl Wolverine is why. She's a female. It does confirm it on IMDb. Okay, great. Well, then my presumptions were right. Because as it turns out, I'm super smart. What do I think about Marvel sabotaging the X-Men comics because they can't insert them into the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
It's a deliberate business strategy because they're making a lot more money than they are in the comics with the movies.
They're doing the same thing with Fantastic Four.
If they can sabotage it enough, they'll get the rights back because they won't want to make, they don't want to help the competition because they don't give a shit about comic books.
Right.
And they haven't for 20 years.
That's not where they're making their money anymore.
15 years. They haven't cared about comic books since Iron Man. Is what I'm saying.
Right, and if they make more comic books, they're giving their competitors' movies free advertising.
Yeah.
So how do I feel about that? I don't feel terrible about it, mostly because I'm not reading X-Men anymore.
It's a business decision.
Yeah. I know they're doing the same thing with the Fantastic Four, where they're leaving them alone and they get to do whatever the fuck they want to do. If I was still reading X-Men, I would be pissed.
It sucks if you're a fan of these things, right. But they don't care about you because they don't care about comic books.
That's not where their money is.
Your support means jack shit.
It's made me hate Fox's X-Men movies, so the strategy worked. Yep. Then if you stop watching the movies...
No, you should hate Marvel.
Huh?
You should hate Marvel. It's not Fox's fault for wanting to use the license that they paid money for.
Right.
Marvel made that deal. Mm-hmm. And now they're essentially stabbing Fox in the back.
No, they're just... No, I mean,
in a way, yes. No, that's what it is. It's sleazy. It's fucking sleazy.
It's sleazy.
It's not illegal, but it's sleazy.
It's not sleazy. They're also under no obligation to continue making those comics. You know.
But their reasoning is still sleazy.
Shoto Man, Proto Man says or Leftover Beefcake says it's Fox's fault for making shitty movies.
Oh.
The interesting thing, I do like. I know because of the success of Deadpool, Logan is going to be a rated R Wolverine movie, which is exciting.
Are they shitting on Logan?
No.
What the fuck is wrong with you assholes?
Maybe they just came in. We both talked highly about the Logan trailer, and now we are shitting on Marvel for sabotaging the X-Men books because they can't make X-Men movies.
Nope.
But... be quiet, privilege checker. Deadpool was fun. You leave Deadpool out of that. But the Deadpool movie sucked. A zillion million dollars disagrees with you. Does it have like a recharge?
Yeah.
Oh.
It would be a lot easier with the mouse. I just don't feel like fucking around.
Sure. It makes sense. No, it does make sense to sabotage. Because if the comics continue to be popular, all they're doing is fanning the flames for more movies.
The Avengers movie made $800 million.
Okay.
Or was it $1 billion?
I'm sure it was $1 billion.
They made about $1 billion. Why
not?
Annually, the X-Men comic book... What?
Oh, God. Probably not that.
800,000 after they pay the artist and for the printing and shipping and all that shit.
Maybe, sure. Yeah, the profit loss.
It's nothing. What they make on the comic books is nothing.
Yeah.
They pay writer number 5 more than they make annually on the comic books to do the 5th rewrite that gets completely rewritten when they hire the 6th writer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure, there's lower overhead and lower risk too, but instead of paying the X-Men writers...
Yes, it's a perfectly profitable lemonade stand.
But also, like, you could...
But it's a lemonade stand.
You could take that money, concentrate on new Marvel IP that you can then turn into movies because the Marvel movie business is so booming.
Yeah. Why write the X-Men comic book when you can't make an X-Men movie, which is where you make your profit?
Right. You could concentrate on, like, the Inhumans comic, and then that's something you own the rights to that you can then turn into a movie or a TV show or whatever you want, and then you're making money in both cases. Then not only are you running a lemonade stand, but you're also owning the orchard the lemons are grown in, and you're owning all the products that the lemonade goes into afterwards, which is where the real money is, if this metaphor isn't labored enough. There's always money in the banana stand, absolutely. It is. Well, and like I said, I am no longer reading the X-Men comic. So like for me, it really doesn't make a difference. If I still read it, if my wife still read it, it would probably suck. Having, your storyline, your characters.
Well, that's life, and life tends to suck.
Yeah. So I'm sorry if you are a fan. It makes sense to me from a business standpoint.
Oh, fuck. I didn't see him.
Yep. Turn up Rich's mic now? What? Turn up behind Rich. That doesn't even mean anything.
Turn up for what?
Burp, 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 burp. But I get the moral of the story. Excited about Logan.
Ish.
I like that they're going R-rated. It was always weird to me that the guy who can, slice off people's limbs and stuff was not R-rated, but that's just where it was before. It looks like a fine passing of the torch movie, which is something that all comic book movies will need to deal with sooner or later.
Just recast. Legacy characters always suck. Always.
Well,
always. No exceptions.
But by the way, this is going to be our first test. Because if Hugh Jackman's not doing them anymore, and X-23 is in it.
There will be a new Wolverine.
Huh?
There will be a new Wolverine.
Will they? Or will it be X-23?
No.
She's the new Wolverine in comics.
They'll do one movie with her, maybe. No, they won't. Actually, they won't.
You don't think?
No, if they did, it wouldn't do that well, and they would have a new Wolverine sooner or later. Anyway, legacy characters always suck.
We're going to get a test. This is going to be
legacy characters always suck.
I'm saying it's going to be fun to watch the test.
Legacy characters always suck.
What do you mean by
There's
legacy
no test.
Characters? What do you mean by
so and so takes up the mantle from the character you actually liked?
There's some that are fine. I like that Miss Marvel.
You're a weirdo.
Why? Miss Marvel's great. Kamala's great. And you know who no one read before? Miss Marvel. She's a legacy character who's a good character. She takes up a mantle. Of course, she takes it up in a completely different way than Miss Marvel did, but
yeah.
And Miss Marvel is still around as Captain Marvel, so I don't know if that counts exactly, but
I know people are going to disagree with me on that, but I've rarely liked a legacy character.
Oh, sure.
Taking up the mantle, but replacing that character you like with some other dick.
Check out this dickhead.
You big fan of Peter Parker? Well, too fucking bad.
I don't know. Like, I do think after...
Yeah, we're going to shove some Ben Reilly up your ass.
Oh,
do you like that shit?
He was the...
Do you like that Ben Reilly shit?
Well, listen. You can't judge all legacy characters on Ben Reilly. He was the worst. No, he was the real Spider-Man all along. It was Peter Parker that was the clone. R.I.P. headphone people. Yeah, and you guys were just asking me to turn up Rich's volume. So that's what you get. And now you're saying turn him down again. You people. Right after someone says turn him up, everyone's saying turn him down. And there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. Spoiler. What did I spoil? Oh, Ben Reilly. I'm sorry for spoiling a 40-year-old comic book.
That's not spoiler territory at this point.
Ben Reilly?
That's get up to speed, people, is what that is.
Right. Oh, can you hit that gong?
Would I want to?
I'm just, maybe that's how you distract the guards. The new Ghost Rider turned out to be better than Nicolas Cage in 2 films. He's turning out all right. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is turning out not to suck, which is very surprising. I was really prepared for total suckage after the season premiere. And it's turning out that it kind of doesn't suck. It's not great, but it kind of doesn't suck. So, that's a step up for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Damn it.
But yeah, he's all right. I wish he looked better when he was Ghost Rider. I know they don't have a budget for like really good special effects, but it looks super lame. His skull face and flame look super, super lame. And I know that special effects are hard to do, but He just looks super bam. Super bam. Let's see here. This time it's Lupus says, "Hey Rich and Jack. As a White Sox fan, I'm definitely hoping that the Cubs win it. Everyone else in my family is a Cubs fan, and they deserve to be as happy as I was in 2005.
Well, then you're a liar. Chicago is a heavily divided town when it comes to sports.
Mm-hmm. Nope, not that way.
So do I actually have to kill all the... Oh, wait.
Find the talisman.
Oh.
Find the talisman.
No wonder.
Well, Rich has already made his prediction. 2 wins in a row, then 4 straight losses for the Cubs.
Yep.
I'm not a betting man on sports, so I will continue not to bet on this, even though
Rich is an asshole. Look.
have you
rooting for the Cubs? The Cubs play on the north side of Chicago.
Okay.
Historically, or stereotypically,
yeah.
It's the snobby side of town, the rich side. It's where the assholes live, who look down on the little people.
Oh.
And it's rooting for the Cubs is like rooting for the bully in the 80s high school movie.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I can't do it.
It's so weird to me, you know. I grew up.
They're weasels. They're weasels.
I grew up here in Wisconsin, and so like for me, we have the state baseball team. We have one baseball team. Mm-hmm. So it's just weird to me that one city could have 2 baseball teams.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Big enough city.
It's a big enough, right. But you know, this is the problems you get when you have too big a city. You get this kind of divided attention. All sports. Jack says, "I'm not talking
about I'm talking about the side of town they play on. Stereotypically, jagoff, snotty, rich.
I know nothing about this whole Cubs versus White Sox thing.
I got shit for being on the north side of a town and wearing a White Sox hat. Like what the fuck? You jerks. They're jerks.
I'm sorry.
And I can't stand by it.
Oh.
Can't root for them. Can't stand by it.
Sure.
Ain't gonna happen.
It's true. People on the north side are jerks. I'm sorry. I can't substantiate any of these rumors. We have the Brewers, and it never matters for us because the Brewers never win. So, you know, we never have to worry about this type of divisive behaviors. As far as I know, I guess they could win. I'd never pay attention. Beady boom. Jack says, "Anonymous, if you are interested in a short, fairly cheap adventure, non-superhero comic, I suggest Verga. It's an adaptation of a fun novel I enjoyed, and the artwork looks to be good quality." Verga, thank you, Anonymous. I will remember that. See if it's on Comixology. Gotta get some more comic. All right.
Fuck is wrong with this guy?
Okay. Oop. Troll?
Fuck it.
And beer. And let's see here. Mr. Vendetta said, "No rooting for the Cubs is what separates us from the animals."
We all know how I feel about animals.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to be one. He knows he is one. And he doesn't want to be another one. I don't know if I've ever seen the movie The Outsiders. What was the worst comic book you suffered through for an extended period of time? I don't know. It got was it? I think it was Uncanny X-Men. My wife was reading it, and so we'd go comic book shopping, and she would get her X-Men comic books, and I would get whatever I got. I think I was reading a lot of the Ultimate comic books at that time, the Ultimate series. And I think I forget if it was Uncanny X-Men or the regular X-Men run where the art drastically changed and they were getting into mega mutations. Like when
what?
Which
the fuck is a mega mutation?
Bear with me.
I refuse.
Which was it, X-Men or Uncanny X-Men, where Beast turned into a cat monster? You don't never read X-Men.
No.
One of the books, Beast turned into a cat. He was drawn as if he was a pretty, pretty cat. And Emma Frost was having a psychic affair with Scott Summers because Phoenix was out doing Phoenix stuff.
This is probably why I don't read the X-Men.
That was New X-Men? Maybe it was New X-Men. Who knows?
Apparently I found the talisman. I guess I just had to kill everyone? I don't know. That wasn't clear.
Great. Iceman was New X-Men? All New X-Men? Maybe. Yes, that was it. It was New X-Men, and they all started wearing leather outfits like they wore in the movies. And that was some of the worst, story-wise. Some of the art was okay, but a lot of people looked awful, and they started introducing these new weird characters who were interesting on their own right, but in with the group, they weren't that interesting, and that's where we got the whole Zorn timeline, if anyone remembers that. Zorn, the weird, he was like a black hole. He had a black hole for a face, and he wore a metal mask, and then it turned out it wasn't Zorn, it was Magneto, and he was still alive, and it was, So New X-Men was the worst issue, or was the worst comic book that I continued to read. And I only continued to read it because my wife was getting it, and she was only reading it because of the momentum from earlier X-Men reading.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole Beast being a cat thing was so bothersome.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I have a black hole for a face. Yeah, no, I liked a lot of the characters, and it got interesting later when we went into the future. Like Beak, the awful, ugly, chicken-looking mutant was great. I liked some of those characters where they were just ugly. Ugly mutants. So I would read that occasionally, and man, I did not like it. No, I know, Beast used to just be kind of a big dude in the, original.
Yeah.
He was just a big dude.
He did grasp things with his feet, didn't he?
Yeah, but he was just strong and a gymnast and like a relatively normal looking dude. And then he got all blue and hairy, and then he turned into a goddamn cat. Uggos, Beak, and Ugly John, and the one with the fairy wings who didn't really do much. She just had fairy wings, and she had Beak's baby, and it was an ugly baby. It was great. It was great. Like an X-Men First Class? I don't remember. Wasn't X-Men First Class Beast was suppressing his blueness? I don't remember that movie very, very well. I'm sorry. Older Jack would say that Blue Beast was dumb too. He just isn't used to the cat form.
Is he still a cat?
I don't know.
How does that work?
Well, and this again, the problems with comic books is this was just one run of the X-Men. There were 3 other X-Men books at the time, and in the 3 other X-Men books, Beast wasn't a cat. And I didn't like him being a pretty cat.
So much for a stealth kill.
Yeah. Jack, stop, please. Stop talking about comics. No!
But you people like this shit.
I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. I read comic books. I'm going to talk about fucking comic books. We're going to get on to other shit that we're going to talk about later. Don't worry about it. We can talk about all the shit. Oh, that's right. In the movie, he tried to cure himself of his mutant gene and ended up amplifying it and turning into the Blue Beast thingy. I remember. Real macabre? Yes, you should hate Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique. I find her to be a terrible actress. And I don't like her as Mystique. I don't like her whole thing. I don't like... First Class was all right. Days of Future Past, I think, sucked balls. I still have not seen Apocalypse. I'm probably going to see it. Just more so just to hate watch it. Sari Chen says, so, have you two gotten your Halloween costumes ready? I'm trying to be Girl Link or Mia Fey, leaning more towards Link, but I suck at making stuff.
For Halloween, I'm going to be Rich Evans.
Ooh, bold choice.
Yeah.
Bold choice. Every year for Halloween, we wear family costumes. So we choose a theme. And then, we all find a costume to wear within that theme. And I know eventually my boys will be too old and they won't want to do it anymore. So we're trying to hold on to that tradition for as long as possible. And this year we were watching a lot of The Tick. Mm-hmm. And so we decided to go as, people from The Tick. And I was really excited about that. I was going to be Tick.
Going to be. Did this change?
We're getting there. And Parker was going to be Arthur. Jackson was going to be the Terror. And my wife was going to be Poodle Gun, who appeared in one episode of The Tick, who is a superhero that has a gun that shoots poodles. And we started buying stuff. We started putting outfits together. Everything is fine until yesterday. Yesterday, the children decide that they no longer want to be characters from The Tick. They want to be characters from Pokemon.
How original.
And
are you disappointed?
I'm disappointed because we already started buying costume stuff for the other thing.
Yeah.
And we had already locked them into that. And so, the parenting question for us was, do we try to hold on to this thing that we locked into and have the kids, quote unquote, suffer through it? Or do we pivot, teach them that, we can change our mind last minute, but they'll be much happier on Halloween, right?
Yeah.
We ended up pivoting. And so now I need to find a Pokemon to be.
Slubazord,
yeah. I have a lot of my Tick costume left over, which involves a lot of blue, obviously. So I'm thinking I might try to be Blastoise. I'm going to see if I can make a cool big-ass turtle shell with cannons.
Sure, why not?
But I don't know. So we'll see. It was a little disappointing just because I was really excited to have the family dressed up as the Tick. And that's how it's fun. We like the Tick a lot, and that would have been neat, if people recognize that we were the Tick. Oh, the Tick! I remember the Tick. Jack should go as Member Berries. I don't know what that is.
All right, so what is this? Is that on the other side of the wall? I guess it's on the other side.
It could be a Snorlax. Sure. I could go as...
You are speaking some kind of language that I do not understand.
Pokemon language. Yeah, I could go as the Professor. That would be easy too, but I think I want to be a Pokemon. That would make most sense within the theme.
Yeah, great. So does back there. Son of a bitch. Son of beach.
People know the Tick. A lot of people have fond memories of the Tick. Sure, it'll be fine. It would have been awesome.
Oh, okay. There's a door in here that I didn't notice. Well, great.
Don't go as Jinx. People will think you're in blackface. Exactly. Probably gonna be a Blastoise. So, just one of those parenting moments where we had to make a decision. And we didn't necessarily...
What if one of the boys wanted to be a Pokemon and the other one still wanted to be a Tick character?
That would have been much harder. That would have been a much harder decision.
I bet you would have went the other way.
Absolutely. We would have said no. You have to, well, because then they would be 3 against 1. Here was a split even tie.
Do you need a theme? Can't everybody just go as what they want to go as?
They could, but it's fun to go as a theme.
So you're authoritarian parents. We're going as the group.
We
all must choose the theme.
We're not full authoritarian because we did pivot. But here's my argument for the theme, Rich.
Yep.
You go as Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. Like, that's fine. Everyone knows that, right? If you go as Ash Ketchum with a group of Pokemon, it enhances the one outfit. Going as a group theme enhances the individual outfit.
You get just as much candy either way.
It's not about the fucking candy. I'm a grown-ass man.
It's about I like this character.
Yeah.
That is who I am going as.
Exactly, and I'm trying to make that the best character, so we're giving a whole group of characters.
Like if I were a kid and let's say my siblings both wanted to be Pokemon, would I be roped into going as a fucking Pokemon? Or would I be able to say, no, I can't stand that shit?
Well, that's you, and that's when you're older. My kids are young, they are malleable, and I want to fucking go as a goddamn family. I want to be a family and do stuff like a family. Authoritarian, Rich, it's the best. Set fair rules and enforce them, I'm a grown-ass man, and I can buy my own candy. It's not about that. It's about dressing up and watching people say, "Oh, you're well, cool." Oh, you're wearing cool stuff. But I will embarrass my children. Absolutely. They're not quite old enough to be embarrassed by me yet, but I will embarrass the fuck out of them. Oh, there you go. I am quite sure that when they are older, I will thoroughly, thoroughly embarrass them. We're not there yet, though. My parents would have never been caught dead in a costume. Oh, man. No, I think that's the fun part. That's the fun part. And then, you go as a theme. And like I said, that's like, the other last year, we went with a Superman theme. And so, Park was Superman. Jackson was Lex Luthor. Lisa was Supergirl. And I got to go as Bizarro Superman.
Right.
Which, as a costume by itself, people might not have gotten because it looks very similar to Superman. But because I was with a group and they could see Superman and Lex Luthor, they got the costume because it enhances it. It enhances.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say, Jack.
Be with me, Rich.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
No.
Oh yeah, no. When they're teenagers and they bring friends over, I am doing nothing but playing the poo poo pee pee song in the background. Absolutely.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
I
wholeheartedly support that idea.
That's what I'm gonna do when they're in trouble. I'm going to make their school broadcast the poo poo pee pee song and say, "I'm their dad. I'm their dad." I will thoroughly embarrass them as punishment for their, and sometimes just because I feel like it. I know, it's true. All the cool people I can cosplay as are villains. Well, I could probably do a mean One Punch Man, but I feel like that's an easy one.
Oh, I thought you were going to say too obscure.
One Punch Man?
For most people. For most people, yes.
Usually people are cosplaying at like comic conventions, so.
Oh, not just like a Halloween costume, but cosplaying. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, then it's fine.
But I feel like it's a little too easy. For Halloween, though, I still think I think it's a more popular. What do you call it? Anime. So. Yeah, Saitama, however you pronounce his real name, is a popular character.
You've heard ghost stories around these woods. I am a ghost.
Oh yeah, I still have the cloud costume somewhere. I have the cloud costume anyway. Let's see here. Renegade. Kira says, "Hey guys, have you seen the new season of Black Mirror on Netflix? Gotta admit, Shut Up and Dance really got to me, especially the ending. I have not seen it. I still haven't finished the first run of Black Mirror still. You're being spotted." Whoop.
Oh, great.
Gobbledygook says,
I blame the controller on that.
You can switch. We have the mouse and keyboard. Just take a moment. Take a moment.
I need more buttons, Jack. I need more buttons.
We'll get it. We'll get a controller. It'll be fine. Got all sorts of things here, Rich. Look here. Have a lap dongle. Nope.
What the fuck, man? Just plug into one of them.
There you go. Let's see here. Gobbledygook's Rich. You can be shamed by the lower class. 2. My son.
I can be shamed by the lower class? What does that mean?
You can be shamed by the lower class. 2. My son heard nearly every swear word on the day my dad wore a San Francisco Giants hat to an Oakland Raiders game. It's not even the same sport. Also go Niners. I don't understand what that means. None of those.
I don't give a shit about swears.
Great.
So what?
Yeah. Hey, Jack and Rich, says Comaxian 120. Love the show and everything you do. What did you think of the new Logan trailer? And will you please play Dark Souls 3 DLC at least once? Thanks, LOL, Smurf, my Dirk. We really liked the Logan trailer. I'm excited.
I mean pad 4. That's not a pad. That's a...
Is Numlock on?
I just turned it off.
Okay, there you go. We really liked it. We talked about it a little bit maybe before you got here. It looks good. I'm possibly more excited about it than Rich is, mostly because I'm more of an X-Men fan. Probably not going to do the Dark Souls 3 DLC. I wasn't a huge fan of Dark Souls 3. It was fine. I didn't really get into it. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Do you know what kind of mouse you have? We get asked all the time about like our setup.
Logitech
here.
Something or other. Sorry.
There's so many gaming mice. But I don't know if you can see this on camera. And this is what I tell people a lot is for couch gaming, which is, what we do here, the number pad works great because it gives you a bigger space to use your mouse.
Why do they make binding to the keypad such a pain in the ass?
I don't know.
There's no good reason for it.
The stream started 1 hour and 14 minutes ago. That probably means we should take a moment and stand up while Rich rebinds his keys. Let's do that. That sounds like a great idea. Stand it up. Dude it up. Oh, there's so much space in here. So much space to stand up. Look, I can go back here. Oh, walking around. Standing up and walking around. Oh. Great. Great. Feel great. What do you think of the Medea movies? I've never seen a Medea movie. Rich,
no, I've never seen one either.
A Medea movie?
It's a stupid question.
Great. You're kind of new here. Why do you stand up? They say that it is good for you if you stand up at least once an hour. If you find yourself sitting a lot, like if you have an office job, a desk job, they say that sitting for long periods of time can have a negative effect on your body. And so you should stand up, walk around, move your legs, stretch it out at least once an hour. And it does help. It makes me, like, if I go a full stream, usually we stream for 3-4 hours. And if I go a full stream without standing up, I usually feel like garbage afterwards. So nope. Okay, I'm plugging the controller. It's vibrating. That's weird. But, blood clots can form in your legs if you sit for too long. That's true. So it's just one of those things where they say that it's good for you. And in general, I agree. And I sit down a lot. Obviously, I play video games and edit for work. So I'm sitting down a lot of my day. And I find that standing up really, really helps. And it helps for cutting up the streams for YouTube later. Absolutely. Just go to the point where you see someone stand up and walk around. What I know about Medea is that apparently the new Medea movie, which is called Boo, beat the new Jack Reacher movie, the new Tom Cruise movie.
All right.
At the box office this weekend. It's Sunday, so it's still this weekend.
My care level is dangerously low.
Oh, sorry. Right. I mean, it makes sense. A holiday-themed movie performed well during the holiday season it's in. So, I think maybe just the story is that it's a Tom Cruise movie, and a Medea movie did better than a Tom Cruise movie. I don't know.
Great.
Oop.
All right, water is death. If you like Medea, great. If you don't like Medea, let people like Medea. Why do I care?
I don't think there is any reason to care. I think, like I said, I think as far as like the box office story it's just that a Tom Cruise movie.
Another generic Tom Cruise movie? Oh my God.
And it's like the third Jack Reacher movie.
Right.
Yeah, people don't care.
Nobody talks about Jack Reacher. Right. It's not a shock.
Right. I do hear good things about Colby Smulders in that movie. And I like that Colby Smulders. She's a nice lady to look at. And I enjoy her very limited appearance in the Marvel movies that she's in. So
this works a lot better for aiming. I really need my mouse with the buttons.
Sure. We will get a mouse. We will get a nice mouse that can live here at the studio. Disable the light barrier. Colby smolders Jack's flames,
Oh, fuck.
She's not a bad-looking lady.
Oh, God, I don't have my mouse escape button. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible, Jack. It's terrible.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Rich. Gobbledygooks. Rich.
Yeah.
That last tip reference to Cub snobs picking on you. Cub snobs picking on you.
It's less about me picking on me in general. Is more just that side of town stereotypically is hard to root for. To me.
They're the overdogs.
Cub culture is sickening to me. Goats and even though they've been historic losers, they're always really like arrogant about their team.
Goats, goats.
Curs, it's all a bunch of shit. Fuck all of those people.
Let's see here. I get shit from Raiders fans all the time. It's not which side of the tracks you're on. There are assholes everywhere.
Fine,
and that's true.
Fine.
Happy key rebinding. That's just one of that's one of those reasons that I never got into like sports ball. Is it's just so arbitrary. Like, I was born here, so this is the team I root for.
All right.
And Sari.
This is too much to get used to.
Okay.
I need my mouse. Like normally, I know where I normally have like run and those kind of things bound,
Yeah.
and it's all different because I don't have my mouse, so I'm just sticking with this.
Okay.
A lot easier to aim though.
Oh, I believe it. Okay, Sari.
If only we had something better. I don't know, Jack.
If only there was a better option. If only there was a better option. Speaking of, I'm currently looking for someone. And if you know of anyone, or if you are this person, I'm looking for someone who can do technical drawings. I'm looking to prototype something for manufacturing purposes, and I need someone who can do technical drawings or CAD drawings, 3D drawings. If you are that person, or if you know of someone who is, this is a paid gig, and I'm looking for someone, email us, prereq@redlettermedia.com. We need someone. We need someone who can do technical drawings or CAD drawings for you could be part of super secret Project Hornet.
Project Hornet.
It's a super classified, super secret Project Hornet. I'm being absolutely serious. Technical drawing or CAD knows how to do a 3D rendering. This is a paid gig. I need someone. Hashtag Project Hornet.
Reset defaults.
I'm not your man. Email me some shit that you've made so I know that you've made shit. Email me, prereq@redlettermedia.com. We need someone who knows how to do this shit. Hashtag Project Hornet. It does sound really important. You know why? Because there's a hashtag involved with it. That's how you know something's important, Rich. If you give it its own hashtag. Can I shoot out? Oh, so the email address again is PREREC, which is prereq, @redlettermedia.com.
.corn?
No, this is serious. This is business, Rich. And you just reference Project Hornet in the subject, so I know what you're talking about. Reference super secret hashtag Project Hornet, and talk to me if you can do technical drawings or 3D rendering CAD drawings and stuff like that. What video card did I buy for my PC build? I bought a GTX 1070, not a 1080. And it runs great. My PC has been performing flawlessly. Super C. Yeah, Beefcake has got it. Project Hornet, hashtag. Yeah, I need someone who can do technically I can draw, literally they suck. Like technical drawings, like this is something for manufacturing purposes. So we need someone with a decent skill level. So what Lego part did you buy to prop up your video card? I didn't buy any. I just have a shit ton of Legos because I have children.
There are Legos all over the place.
And it's just a wedge Lego piece. A 4x2 slope. Yes, Tiberius Kirk. Thank you. That's exactly what it is. But the 1070 has been working great. You know, mostly I'm playing Overwatch, but Overwatch looks fantastic. So, and runs smooth as shit. Oh, water.
I didn't know that was water.
Water. Prereq merch coming out soon. Project Hornet. Anything you have, like your experience doesn't matter. Just or you know, like how long you've been doing it. Send me your, you know, in film we call it a reel. I don't know what or your portfolio. If that, I think that's what artists call it. Send me Send me stuff that you've made, so I know that you can make stuff. I don't care how long you've been doing it. If you can draw, if you can make stuff, we will work with you. Okay. And now, yes, I see a lot of you are asking for Rich and I to talk about the Nintendo Switch. Rich.
Yeah. It's exactly what everyone thought it was going to be. At least exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Portfolio. Okay.
Nobody, it's going to come out. Nobody's going to buy it. Is Nintendo dying? But they've got billions of dollars in the kitty, and it's going to be the same conversation we had when the Wii U came out.
I don't know. I think this is the right direction. This is the move Nintendo's been moving in. This is the direction they've been moving in.
Or this is the death of their handheld supremacy because cell phones are a thing, mobile gaming is a thing.
Yeah, but this is them like taking mobile gaming to a more technical, a higher limit, right?
It's a funnier mobile game than they've ever had before.
It's if they can get this mobile game to work, then the rest of it will work. In case you ever need my assistance. Oh, okay. I'm a handheld gamer. I enjoy handheld gaming, so I am really interested in it. One of the things that I did not like about my Vita was I hated putting it in a bag. You know, like, oh, here, I'll put my Vita in my backpack and take it wherever I'm going, because the screen was exposed, and I didn't like that. I much prefer traveling with my DS because it closes, and I know my screens are protected. Sure, you can buy extra cases and shit, but I hate that. So, obviously, with the Switch, there is a giant exposed screen that I'm sure will be very difficult to replace. And that worries me as someone who is a mobile gamer. And also the tiny baby-sized controllers that people were using in the little Switch video seems unrealistic to me.
Unrealistic?
Do you think anyone is really going to use a controller that is this big?
I don't think the controller's small. It's just you get one in each hand and you can just hold your hands closer.
No, they had that little thing where they were playing like Mario Kart, and each of them only had one of the little controllers. That they had flipped sideways, and they were using it like a Wiimote, but it's only like 2 inches wide.
It's fine if you can get a second controller, just normal one. I so don't care. Look, it's gonna come out.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a Mario Kart game.
Yep.
There's gonna be a 3D Zelda. That's gonna be the 3D Zelda they're working on for the Wii U. Only they're gonna delay it and they're gonna put it out on the new one.
Of course.
And maybe a Smash. Maybe.
Here's the other big news.
And that's what you get. Nope. That's what you get for your $400 Nintendo investment.
They have already quelled that fire, Rich.
Yeah.
They have put out a list of game publishers that they're working with, including From Software. For making games who have committed to making games for the Switch.
I've heard that. I've heard this shit before. Deja fucking vu, Jack. Yeah. Deja fucking vu.
Yeah. It's interesting. As someone who plays a lot of games and often has to...
Look, this isn't a matter of cheering me up. I'm cynical about Nintendo's new console. And the 4 good games you're going to get with no third-party support.
And
because every time they say, yeah, no, we got the third party. They're coming. The third party's coming, all right. Any minute now. Yeah, we got the third party. It's going to happen. It's going to happen this time.
That's obviously going to be the real killer if they can't get that third-party support.
They can't. They haven't been able to since the SNES.
Maybe they've learned. They've
learned jack shit because they're Nintendo and they're stubborn. Nintendo does what Nintendo always does, despite whatever common sense anyone wants to bring up.
Yeah. As someone who often has to vie for TV time, the idea of being able to pick up a game that I was playing on TV on a handheld is exciting to me.
Like any console, what's going to make or break it is games.
Absolutely, and I agree with that. Let me tell you how often I pick up my Wii U.
What does the new Nintendo do that sounds super exciting to you?
I said, well, it's a handheld, and I like handheld.
Okay, I'm not particularly fond of handhelds.
Right.
I mean, not above or, they're not no better or worse.
Right. I like the idea of playing a game on the TV, then picking it up, continuing that game.
Like you got to take a dump, so you bring it with you into the bathroom?
Well, sure, one. And then, go back to TV. And then, maybe I have to go here, and I know I'm going to wait for a couple minutes, and I want to pick up this game for a couple more minutes. I like that idea. I like, because I like handheld gaming. You know what? It's almost bedtime, but I'm almost done with this level. Maybe I'll just take this up to bed for a little bit, play in bed for a little bit. All right, okay, that's great. Going on a trip, so I can take this with me on my trip. Hanging out at the kids' piano lesson for an hour and a half. All right, I'll take this with me.
I'm doing worse and worse.
Mm-hmm. So that's the big thing for me is I really enjoy handheld gaming. I love my Vita. There's just, there's still not a ton of games for it. So being Nintendo, hopefully there's some games for it.
Being Nintendo, there won't.
Being a big console, maybe. I have hope. I have hope in my heart.
You're foolish. You're a foolish man.
That's true. That is also true. I have hope and I'm foolish. 3 hour. We don't know anything about the battery life yet. In the past, as far as their handhelds are concerned, Nintendo's been pretty solid as far as battery life. Oh, he doesn't see you. So, I'd rather take 4 fantastic games than 20 mediocre games. Absolutely. That's neat.
Or you could just, game on PC where there's 20 years worth of games you could play.
Sure, but you're not a mobile gamer. I like taking a game with me on the go. Thoop.
Up there. Oh, great.
The Wii U, the tablet battery is garbage.
Garbage?
It's garbage. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
I like garbage.
Garbage. The tablet battery is garbage, but the Pro controller, that battery life is phenomenal.
I wonder what the battery life's going to be on the new Nintendo console.
It might
It's probably going to be garbage? What?
What?
I thought Nintendo's best thing since sliced bread and they can't do wrong and the Switch is going to be great and everything's going to be hunky-dory. Hunky-fucking-dory.
It's going to be fine. The battery life on the DS is good.
Oh, well, that's not what I wanted to happen.
That's not what you wanted to happen at all. So we'll see. They're trying something. And that's fun.
Well, great.
They are trying something. I had a little tweet about it, and people incredibly misconstrued what I meant with my tweet. The basics of it was, Sony and Microsoft are currently making their pro versions of consoles they already have, where they're hoping to get marginally better benchmarks. And here's Nintendo making this very different thing.
Yeah.
So I said, Sony and Microsoft are training hard to shave 0.02 seconds off of their time, and Nintendo is playing in the grass. And I meant that as a positive thing, Nintendo is playing, because remember, it's toys. These are games we play, and I meant that as a compliment to Nintendo.
They can't get people to make games for the fucking thing. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. I'm with you.
They make games. They make 5 every 10 years.
Yep. Yes, the
whatever that's worth.
Sony and Microsoft are chasing the FPS dragon. I absolutely agreed.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, that worked. So, thanks, Susan's Period. Yes, I like the new background for the stream as well. I think this looks dope. Is there a reason why other companies would refuse to make games for it?
Low user base, significantly different enough hardware. They can't port it over from the Xbox and PS4, which are widely established.
I think that's the bigger problem. Is just getting the game to work on different hardware, and Nintendo has historically been not helpful with third parties. Whereas, Sony has their kind of in-house team that helps.
Fucker.
He looked very surprised to see you there, and I liked that.
You usually don't expect the guy to teleport,
right? Who?
What?
Who?
What?
Yeah, the Blue Blaze. I got your tip. We're still talking about the Switch, though.
We're gonna talk about what we're gonna talk about and fucking deal with it, bitch.
Inappropriate.
Bitch ass punk.
Oh my god, even more inappropriate. So yeah, it's the hardware is difficult to make games for, and Nintendo is not very helpful with developers porting stuff over.
Oh fuck, 2 of them, really?
It's quite possible they will learn their lesson, though unlikely.
Very unlikely.
Yeah. I finished that sentence correctly. It is possible, though unlikely, that Nintendo will learn their lesson. The big question I have is what this means for the DS.
The end.
The end, right. We assume it means the end for the DS. We don't know. And does that mean all DS games are just gone forever, in the wind?
Where do you go to send me Mass Effect Andromeda? You take the $60,
yep,
and then you give it to a children's hospital, or some kind of cancer research society.
Sure, that would work good too.
And then that gives me Mass Effect Andromeda.
Mm-hmm. I would recommend. Let's see here. That's a good one. How about the Ronald McDonald House? Ronald McDonald Children's House.
What do they do?
They provide it's hospital for
sure.
for long care patients, and they never charge them.
Sure, that sounds great.
The Ronald McDonald Charities, long-term hospital care for children, and their families never see a bill. That's a great charity to give to. Okay, let's see here. As the Switch. Oh, yep, Sarah Chen. Yep, we just talked about the Switch a bunch. Blue Blaze says, I can't afford or care to make a new costume for this year, so which costume should I reuse? TF2 Engineer or Rick from Rick and Morty?
Rick and Morty. TF2 is old news, baby.
There you go. Also, I should be Sock from Pokemon. Okay. TC Brady 133. What do you think about Donald Glover being Lando Calrissian?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Did you watch? Have you ever seen Parks and Rec?
No.
Do you know who Donald Glover is?
Oh wait, I know Danny Glover is.
Donald Glover.
No. Is that his kid or something?
No, it is not.
No, I do not know.
And you did not watch Parks and Rec. Do you know who Childish Gambino is?
No, that sounds like a mobster name.
That is Donald Glover's rapper name. He's also a rapper.
All right, he'd be terrible.
I think it's very fitting. He will do a fine Lando. He will be a fine young Lando. He was announced as young Lando in the Han Solo Origins movie or whatever. He's gonna be fine. Oh, sorry, you're right. Community, not Parks and Rec. I got my.
This is all very interesting.
Did you watch Community?
No.
Okay, he's in Community, not Parks and Rec. Many apologies to the diehard Community fans and the diehard Parks and Rec fans. I know there's all of you.
Ooh, I want that.
Confident in my ignorance? No, I just talk. And sometimes I don't remember things.
So I need another scroll thingy.
Oh, that's right. He was also in Derek Comedy. He got his start in YouTube comedy, in a YouTube comedy channel. People are very excited because he's a nerd. He is an outspoken nerd, and he's a nerd in a nerd thing. It's very akin to like when Simon Pegg got in the new Star Trek movie, you know.
Okay.
So he's a well-known nerd, and now he's in a nerd thing, and people are excited about the nerd being in the nerd thing.
Okay.
So.
Shit. Not where I want to be.
So. He was pretty good in The Martian, too. That's true. Have you seen The Martian?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, I've read it.
Right. But, no, he's good. Like, I think he's funny. And,
fuck off.
Hopefully he'll do a good job as young Lando.
I'm sure he'll be great.
He'll be great. You heard it here first. Rich says he'll be great. Gobbledygook says, does Prereq review any popular mobile-specific games?
No.
Nope. It seems like you're already inundated with more than enough PC console reviews. Mobile, VR, Switch.
Yeah, you know why I don't? Because I don't give a shit about mobile games.
These are apples to Rich's oranges. Rich doesn't like mobile games.
To be technically accurate, I don't give a shit
there you go.
about mobile games.
Right. There you go. I like them. I play them sometimes. It's like for a lot of them though, it's hard to like do reviews of because many mobile games are meant to kind of be played for short bursts over a long period of time, so it's hard to get a real grasp on them. A lot of them are free, so like to me a free game, like who cares? Download it and and check for yourself. Like I'd never want to like spend time and make a video and do a review of Duelist, even though it's a game I really enjoy, because it's free. So I could only imagine that if anyone really wanted to try Duelist, they would just download it and try it because it's a free fucking game, you know?
Right.
What do you do while you're pooping? Read the back of shampoo bottles?
I have a tablet in the bathroom, and there's this game called 2048.
Okay, yep.
And it's my new Tetris.
That's a good game. Fine mobile game. Either read or play. That's where I get the majority of my Pokemon time in the bathroom. $20.48. Yeah, it's fine. It's a fine game. Fine game.
Are you even familiar with it?
Yeah, that's where you got to match the numbers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I played it. It's free. Played it a little bit.
It's my jam.
It's Rich's jams. Dude, 2048 ripped off Threes.
I'd be upset about that if I knew what Threes was.
Great. Noted mobile game enthusiast Rich Evan endorses 2048. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's get out of here.
Yep.
I thought about killing him, but then, fucking more trouble than it's fucking worth.
That's classic stealth. Who can be bothered? They're saying Threes is better than 2048. If if you're interested.
All right.
It's better, Rich. It's more betterer.
Nerds.
What a bunch of nerds. We got a bunch of nerds for viewers, Rich. What are we going to do about that?
Sneak.
You're going to sneak? Cool. Hey, did you hear about Tim Miller and Deadpool? You still haven't seen Deadpool.
I still haven't seen Deadpool.
You still haven't seen Deadpool?
Ted Miller? Who?
Do you know who Tim Miller is?
No.
Tim Miller is the man who directed Deadpool.
Oh my God.
First of all, right? In more nerd news, Tim Miller is no longer directing Deadpool 2.
Okay.
Over creative differences with Ryan Reynolds.
Really?
Yes. According to sources, it's an amicable split.
Yeah.
And of course, he is still going to direct movies for Fox because he made $1 bajillion with Deadpool.
I wonder what the creative difference was.
Who knows?
Well, Ryan Reynolds and Tim Miller.
Ryan Reynolds, yeah. But, not only is Reynolds the star, but he's also the producer, so he's paying for the movie.
Yeah.
So obviously Ryan Reynolds gets to make whatever the fucking call he wants to make. Not only is he the face, he's the money.
All right, I got limited uses on those, so I don't think I want to use that, right?
You have limited uses?
I think, am I wrong about that?
I don't know.
Doesn't seem like it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see any kind of meter-like thing, so I'm assuming I'm okay.
Tiberius Kirk is saying Tim Miller wanted a more stylistic Deadpool 2 and wanted an actor for cable that Ryan Reynolds didn't want. And so apparently this cable casting was a big deal.
Okay.
As far as getting rid of Tim Miller. It's that's such a tough call because not only was Tim Miller huge in just directing the first movie, but it was also it was Tim Miller. Sorry, I will get my thoughts together. Tim Miller was the one that quote unquote leaked the fight scene footage.
Oh yeah.
That got the internet all in a hubbub about Deadpool in the first place.
Oh fuck.
So he played a big part in the success of Deadpool.
Where are you?
But It's Deadpool has always been Ryan Reynolds' baby, and he gets to treat that baby however he wants because he's paying for it. No, first of all, Ryan Reynolds has always had an ego, so I doubt it. I doubt it has run amok now.
Some bitch.
But we'll see. We'll see. It could be that Deadpool 2 sucks major balls, and we will know exactly why. What? Oh. That's creepy. Do you get the Amber Alerts on your phone?
No.
I get them. Milwaukee, Wisconsin Amber Alert. Green Kia Soul SUV. Let's see here. License 666XUK. So if you're in Milwaukee, obviously you're here. You're watching the stream now.
666 SUK. Is this a joke?
No, this is not a joke.
That sounds like a joke license plate.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. That does sound like a joke license plate. Anyway. That message just popped up on my phone, and I hadn't seen one of those alerts in a while, so I was very
Damn
confused.
it.
Not SUK, XUK. 666 XUK Green Kia Soul SUV. Crazy people get crazy license plates. Yep, they do. But I got it. Send it out to you. Obviously, like, I'm not out and about, so I can't spot it. But if you guys are out and about in Milwaukee, maybe you can.
All because I fell off a ledge.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rich
But no.
says Zach is whack. Thanks for recommending Vanquish so often.
Oh, no problem.
Dropped it.
Funny you bring that up.
Weird. It's weird that you talk about Vanquish. Tried it again recently. Much better experience this time. Solid action game. PC port.
That's my Amber Alert.
Rich just got it. That's creepy. I guess we are in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, Y Amber Alert. /666 Xug. Y.
Yours
2011
talks to you.
Green Kia Soul SUV.
That's weird.
Wow.
Yours talks to you. I guess my phone's on silent. So I don't know if it tried to talk to me. There you go.
Makes you feel bad whenever you hear about shit like that.
It does. It does. But you know what? I bet it helps. Getting all those eyes out there, you know.
Die!
That's fancy. Yeah. Okay, we're a solid action game. PC port when? I need those 60 frames per second plus rebindable controls.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes!
We should get a hashtag started for bringing it back. Hashtag
Hashtag Vanquish? Right?
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Didn't we have a hashtag?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what it was. That was so long ago. Rich and I shot an episode today, and we may have brought up Vanquish. Bring Vanquish to PC, goddammit. Hashtag bring Vanquish to PC, goddammit. That was the hashtag. And just this guy, says, I'm guessing you're not watching, but are you guys